Hello, and welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host, Paige Davis, and on tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about the latest news in Hollywood, starting with the VMA's Hollywood Headlines starts right now. Before we get into the show, I would like to take a moment to thank Dave Grohl for being today's guest.
I'm so excited.
Yes! Last night was one of music's biggest nights with the MTV Music Video Awards. The night started on the red carpet with everyone dressed to impress. There was drama on the carpet with Chaperone calling out a photographer that told her she should shut the up. Roan later said, "It's just quite overwhelming and scary. I think for someone who gets a lot of anxiety around people yelling at you, the carpet is horrifying." And I yelled back, "You don't get to talk to me like that." End quote. Taylor Swift swept most of the night's awards, winning a total of 7 awards. She won in large categories such as Artist of the Year, Best Pop, and she also won the acclaimed award for Video of the Year for Fortnite with Post Malone. Sabrina Carpenter took home a Moon Man trophy for the Song of the Year with her song Espresso. Later in the night, Chaperone was named the Best New Artist and earned her first VMA. The night was also full of explosive performances, with Eminem opening the night with performances of his hit songs Houdini and Somebody Save Me. Chaperone took viewers back to the Middle Ages with a performance of Good Luck Babe, where she performed as a knight and set fire to a large castle behind her. Katy Perry also performed a 10-minute melody of her hits throughout her career. Other performances included Lenny Kravitz, Halsey, Benson Boone, and many others. The night was full of fashion awards, tearful speeches, and shocking performances. The 2024 VMAs were really one of the most iconic nights in music. So Liv, who was your favorite award winner?
I have to say my favorite award winner would have had to have been Sabrina Carpenter.
I know, I was so happy she won it
Yeah.
for Espresso. I was like literally sitting there like, please,
Yes.
please, let it be Sabrina.
Exactly. I really think that Chapel deserved her award too. I think that was really fitting for her.
Yes, I'm so glad she got it. I'm like, I was rooting for Gracie, but I was like, oh, Chapel has had such a year, and like
Yes.
literally going from like little tiny venues to like performing at like Lollapalooza, and she should be at All Things Go in Maryland in a few weeks. So that's very exciting for her.
Yeah.
So yes, is there anyone that you thought was snubbed of an award?
I think I would have to say that I think Taylor Swift and Post Malone shouldn't have had their award for the duo song. I think that it should have been Post Malone and Morgan Wallen.
Ooh.
Yes.
I personally I Had Some Help, and I know that some people also find that as a controversial take, but I love country music. I've grown up listening to country music my whole life, so I personally love I Had Some Help. It's so catchy, and I loved it. I was going to say, I love Post Malone and Taylor Swift. I was okay that they won that.
Yeah.
The only person I think Video of the Year got snubbed. VMA, the Video of the Year got snubbed. It should have been Billie Eilish. I love
agree.
Taylor, but it should have been Billie Eilish. She was supposed to have her moment there, but
I
whatever.
Yeah. I think with her video, with Billie Eilish's video, I think it really brought back like the 90s.
Yes, so true. I completely agree with that one as well. This past Tuesday, Foo Fighters musician Dave Grohl revealed on social media that he had welcomed a baby with another woman outside of his marriage. The news shocked fans, as Grohl has been married to his wife, Jordan Blum, since 2003 and share 3 daughters with her. His personal family life has been fairly private over the years, making the Instagram announcement even more surprising. In the post, Grohl said, quote, "I have recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her, and am doing everything I can to regain my wife and children's trust." End quote. A representative for Grohl had no further comment beyond the Instagram post. How did you react, Liv, when you saw this news?
I honestly was shocked. I wasn't really a big part of his music career. Like, I didn't listen to a lot of his music, but I was shocked 21 years. And
Literally.
he did that. That's just ridiculous.
Literally, like, it's like, oh, you think every marriage can, like, stand the test of time? Like, kind of deal,
Mhm.
like, oh, you've been married for so long. Like, that doesn't mean anything, especially to
Yeah.
Dave Grohl. There's a lot of people that I know that absolutely, like, adore and love Dave Grohl, especially because of Nirvana. As somebody who's also a Nirvana listener, I was like, really, Dave? I was like, especially as a Swiftie, the Swifties were coming at him because he had made a comment about Taylor Swift and, like,
Yes.
about how the Eras tour and about how they actually sing live, and Swifties went berserk on him. So this is giving them more leverage right now, and I say that as a Swiftie, but the crazy Swifties, this is going to give them leverage to be like, well, Dave cheated on his wife of 21 years, like, you guys can't
Yeah.
say crap about him. So,
Mhm.
and as you said, you don't really listen to Graves' music, but I'm guessing would
Yes.
this turn you off from Dave's music, I'm guessing?
Yes, I do agree. I think it did turn me a little bit off of his music. I don't think I would particularly listen to his music now, but I don't think in-person life, like, I don't think that should combat with the music unless it's written about the
Yeah, obviously. I
Mhm.
feel like I kind of agree with that too. I feel like there's a lot of people where it's like, oh, separate the art from the artist, and especially because he has so many hits like Everlong and like My
Mhm.
Hero and stuff like that too. So people are still going to be streaming that. When we come back from the break, we will be talking about the hottest new collab. Hollywood headlines will be right back. Brat's summer isn't over yet. Charlie XCX's wildly successful album of the summer has a new featured remix. This comes following features from Billie Eilish, Lorde, and Addison Rae. Talk Talk featuring Troye Sivan, who she is about to start her combined Sweat tour with later this month. The remix is already receiving a good bit of positive feedback. Brat took this summer by storm, with Apple becoming a widely popular dance on TikTok. Lots of small music venues and clubs are even doing a Club XCX night dedicated to playing tunes from the album and songs similar to it. Our very own Phantom Power being one of them. Overall, Charlie's smash hit summer album has been declared the album of the summer. What did you think of the new Talk Talk remix, and do you have a favorite song from the album?
I would have to say I liked the song. It's not really my genre of music.
Mhm.
I think it takes a specific person or type of music taste to like the song.
It's very much club music, and I feel like that's not
Yes.
for everybody. I was surprisingly like it took a little bit to grow on me because my favorite is probably Von Dutch, which is the one with like there's the one with Addison Rae and then just normal Von Dutch. They both slap. I personally, if you have ever been in the car with me, you know that song's a common one in my car because it's a very fun one and it's very much open my sunroof and blast it on full blast.
It's a
Yeah,
staple.
it is a staple. It's a
Yes.
summer jam. And would you agree that Brat is the album of the summer, or would you personally pick another album?
I think I would agree partially. I think Sabrina Carpenter, her album also sits chair in chair with Charlie XCX.
I could also agree on that one, especially because like she had Espresso drop in April, and that was a big thing. Like the whole
Yes.
Brat summer vibe was very much like, oh, this whole summer, Brat summer.
Yes.
But Sabrina's album was so good too. Like she had some standouts, like Please, Please, Please,
Yes.
Espresso, all
Taste.
that. Yup.
Yes.
Taste was so good. Notable actor James Earl Jones passed away earlier this week on September 9th at the age of 93. Over the course of his career, Jones starred in many iconic roles, best known as the voice of Darth Vader across most of the Star Wars franchise, as well as the voice of Mufasa from The Lion King. Jones has done more than just voice acting throughout his career, though, with extensive film credits for nearly 200 roles over his 60-year career. He was also decorated with awards and nominations like 31 wins, with notable awards including the NAACP Image Awards, Grammys, Golden Globes, Emmys, and more. James Earl Jones will be remembered as one of the greatest actors in not only the US, but in the world, and for his lasting impact on the film industry. What notable roles do you remember him from?
I remember him from The Lion King.
Me
I
too.
grew up watching that movie, and I think it was the live action. So I love The Lion King.
Yes, it's such an iconic, iconic Disney movie. And
Yes.
I loved The Lion King growing up. Actually, I have a funny story about The Lion King from when I was a kid. We used to watch it in my daycare, and there was a girl that I went to daycare with, and anytime like the Simba scene would come on, she'd be like, "Guys, we have to hide in the tent. We are not watching this," because she did not want to see
Yeah.
him hold over the cliff, and then when Mufasa died, like
Yeah.
the whole death scene. She was like, "No!"
Yes.
It was so silly. It was so funny.
Mhm.
Any other thoughts to remember this iconic Hollywood figure?
I believe he was also in The Sandlot, and I just absolutely love that movie.
I have
Um,
never seen The Sandlot.
Oh my gosh, no! It's like a staple. It's a
I've heard
childhood
it's a
staple.
classic. I've heard it's a
Yes.
classic.
Yes.
I do need to see it
You
at
really
some
do.
point.
Mhm.
One of these days.
Yes.
When we come back from the break, we will be playing a game called Name That Artist. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. The VMAs were back and better than ever this year. So with that, we are going to test your award show knowledge in musical genre artists. Liv, I will be giving you a prompt with multiple potential answers where you'll have 15 seconds to name that artist. Liv, are you ready?
I am.
Which artist has written this song lyric? Walked in and a dream came true it for you. Hint, this artist won Video of the Year at the VMAs. Is it Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello, or Taylor Swift?
This is a hard one. I love this song, so I really think I have to go for Sabrina Carpenter.
Correct! Sabrina Carpenter is the answer, and the song lyric was from her hit Espresso. Well, that's all we have for tonight's episode, but make sure to come back next week for the latest news in Hollywood. And a big thank you to Liv Grove for coming on today's show. I'm Paige Davis. Have a great weekend, Millersville.